Well, welcome back, everyone. We're here where it all began. Well, not really where it truly began, but for our coverage purposes, this is where we begin our 2025 cross-country preview. And we have back head coach Bryan Wilkins because his women had a great time out in Hawaii. We said hopefully you should get out there. Heard that some of you actually did, which is great stuff. And now it is time for you to go to Oregon because head coach Bryan Wilkins is taking his team up to the NCAA regional tournament, the unofficial, not so official, first playoff debut for Vanguard in our NCAA history. So head coach Bryan Wilkins, let's give a quick recap. Men had a good season. A little bit about them before we switch to who's actually competing in the women.
Yeah, the men had a great season. We were the preseason number 6, and that's exactly where we finished up at conference. But we were without one of our guys who had to sit out the season. So considering that, I was really proud of the guys. Jesse Ocampo also had a really good run up at conference at an individual qualifying spot for regionals. Was just 3 spots shy of being able to make that trip with us, but had a great race. I felt like all the guys really put it out that day. We saw some, I really think it was their best performance of the season, even though the times were a little slower, but it was a challenging course.
You asked for the bottom half to step up as the season got towards its end. I think they mostly did.
Absolutely. Very proud of them.
Now, the women, we'll recap it real quick. Started off at the started off hosting the Vanguard Invite, Mason Regional Park, quick course. So, set a couple records. Not only everyone set what would be their fastest time overall, regardless of length, but a new fastest Vanguard team time. But again, on pavement, whatever, throw it out the window. Things, though, only kind of got better, even though some of the times went up. If you look at the stat sheet on our website, some great results. Ella Murray, Lauren Paul, Kate Bransky, all placing some top 10s. Other people picking up season best. Another team record towards the end of the season at the Highlander event. And then a 3rd place finish as a team at Pac West, outdoing yourself in the preseason poll.
Yeah, you pretty much said it all. So there's no blanks I need to fill in. But no, the ladies had an epic season. Obviously broke our 5K team time record at our invite. And then broke the 6K school record at UCR. That was an incredible race that day because I think of the 18 women that raced, 16 of them had lifetime best for 6K. And some of them were huge drops. So that was definitely a highlight. But every meet, the ladies have impressed me. And there have been people that have shown up, from meet to meet to meet. We've had some people take some big jumps on the ladies' side, and you named some of them. Ella and Lauren were 2 that really came on strong as the season progressed. Kate had an amazing race at conference. Those 3 girls were all conference for us, which was really special. The women were also a preseason 6th ranked team, and on paper going into conference, when we compared the results from the other teams on the same courses, we were the 4th best team on paper, but we found a way to finish 3rd, so I was really proud of the ladies for that.
And Ella was also close to being 2nd even.
She was 2nd overall.
Sorry.
Close to winning that race.
Yeah.
Which, again, as a freshman, amazing effort by her, and I think we talked about this previously, but she took a year off after high school to do missions work, and it's just amazing. It doesn't seem like she lost any ground at all.
And then you had to go up. I heard talking to a couple of girls that Lauren was injured and now is setting personal time. So
yes, Lauren had hip surgery and missed a big chunk of her senior year.
High school,
And now, she's blowing us away as well. So I couldn't be more happy with those freshman gals, and just our team as a whole. We have incredible depth. That's been one of our strengths all season long. We cover for each other. If somebody's injured, somebody's ill, we've had other people that have stepped up just time and time again and covered. And that's a luxury going into the postseason too, knowing that if we do have an injury or an illness, we've got depth that will carry us, and not all the other teams have that luxury. So we're blessed.
Which, as a coach, now it's a little bit of a time-based thing, so maybe not as hard, but a little hard then to pick the people you have going up to Oregon with you. So, what's the travel roster? Who is competing for Vanguard? At the Shoot, I'm gonna forget the name of the course. The nature preserve course that is up there, Western Washington, the host.
Right, yeah, it is the Ash Creek
Yes, there we go.
Preserve, I think is the name of the course. So we have the three ladies that were all conference.
mentioned, yep.
So
Katie.
Kate and Ella and Lauren, and then Caitlin Smith, Giselle Rubio, Madison Nakamura, and Zoe Tavares is going to be that top 7. We also get to take an alternate. That's going to be Haley Quiros. So yeah, very very talented group, and we're confident with what's ahead for us.
What is the Ash Creek Preserve like as a course?
It's all grass predominantly. There's a couple little gravel sections, but for the most part, it's all grass, which means we get to wear spikes, which most of our girls wore spikes in Hawaii. That course, it was kind of a 50-50. You could go spikes or go racing flats, but we wanted to get a little bit of experience with the spikes on because we knew Oregon, we were probably gonna have to wear them, and it's been raining all week.
Some weather,
So it is
going
gonna be, probably gonna be a little slippery, a little muddy, maybe some puddles to trounce through, so we'll be ready with the spikes. It is a mostly flat course though, with a few little undulations here and there, but it will be much faster than what the Hawaii course was that they just ran on, so.
You go from the hot and the humid to the cold, I don't know about dry or not, but maybe wet, maybe not rainy. Is there anything to prepare the girls with the flip side of the weather?
Yeah, not really. The main thing is just being mentally ready and prepared for whatever the elements are. And these ladies, they've been ready all season long, and they were prepared for heat and humidity and tough terrain in Hawaii, and they performed great. So I'm not concerned at all. The key for running in chillier weather is just to be really good and warmed up. So we will have a lot of extra layers on that morning of the race, so that they're going to be excited to get down to the uniform only and go for it for 20 some minutes, and I think they're going to be just fine. You know, there's a big difference in, say, mid to high 40s versus what we might experience in Wisconsin if we get to the national level 2 weeks later. That could be, you could see teens or 20s or 30s, so the 40s won't be bad at all. It'll actually feel pretty good. That's
I always like running in the cold when I was in middle and grade school.
exactly. And if it's raining, that'll be even better yet. Just adds to the flavor with a little bit of adversity.
Make it a true cross country.
Exactly.
That's right. There you go. Now, for said race in Wisconsin, to get there, what does Vanguard have to do?
So the top 3 teams at regionals go automatically. And then there's at large berths. There's 8 regions nationwide, so there could be the potential of 1 or 2, most likely 2. Last year there were 2 at large berths out of our region, so I would assume it's probably going to be similar to that this year, which would mean the top 5 teams would advance. I believe we are currently seated in the number 10 spot, Point Loma being 9. So there's some really good teams in our region. It's very competitive. Our goal going in is more so than to shoot for a particular spot, is just to put our best race out on the table. And I feel like if we run our best race, wherever that place ends up being, I'm going to be happy with that. We would love to potentially knock off Point Loma because they beat us at conference. Concordia will be there as well. They're a very, very good team. We managed to beat them at conference, but I know they're going to be gunning for us at regionals. So again, if we can compete well against the conference schools and maybe pick off some of those other regional teams that we haven't faced, that would be awesome. But again, we're going in with the mindset we're going to put our best race out there, and then we'll see where that lands.
Anyone that really wants to go to this race can go. So we could have not gone. We could have gone if you were in 8th place. So it's the beginning of the process. If they make it, that will then be our first Vanguard official NCAA tournament appearance. So we are hoping for that, or at least maybe at the bare minimum, it'd be fun to have an individual out there.
Absolutely. Even individuals do qualify. I think it's top 2 from each region get in automatically, However, all individuals that finish in the top 5 overall will also qualify. But let's say there's no individuals on qualifying teams that finish outside of the top 5 overall. Doesn't matter how deep they go. If they're number 20 and number 40, they both get in individually. And then there's also 8 at-large individuals that get advanced to nationals as well. And that's between all 8 regions. There's a committee that goes in and selects who those top 8 individuals are. So yeah, there's the potential for individuals, if not team.
But it will be tough. These girls have a lot to do, but this is the guy to get them ready. Maybe not your biggest race, you've been to some NAIA ones, but at least in the new swing of NCAA, the biggest thing the Vanguard Cross Country has yet done. So Coach, safe travels. We hope you have an amazing time, an even better race, and that the weather doesn't play too much of a factor. And we hope that comes Saturday, we have some fantastic news to share with you all. Again, Saturday, race starting at 10 a.m., Monmouth, Oregon, Ash Creek Nature Preserve. Live stat link is on VanguardAlliance.com, or if you already got your tickets, at this point, if you're watching, you probably have. We hope that you are cheering loud for the Lions up in Oregon. Coach, best of luck.
Awesome, thanks Justin.